Hi guys, it's the Artsy Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees, maybe a little bit of food, and let's do this. And like every day, guys, you know how it works. Let's take a sip of black coffee. Mm. Oh, yes, going on my spiral coaster there. And yes, guys, if you are new here today and you're into retrospectives, complete and boxed experiences, art and graphic design, and of course the odd bit of nostalgic talk, then you are so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. And yet, if you are really enjoying the artsy gamer mess and madness and you want to get notified when the next video goes live, then yeah, just pop on your notification bell, how thereby tails. So, oh my God, we had a weekend, baby. We celebrated reaching 300 subs on our YouTube channel, and like tradition, I did a giveaway for the PlayStation 1 Hagrid that lots of people had been requesting, and here he is, all nice and shiny and complete now. There we are, fully coloured and mounted onto some card. Now, I have had a few comments saying, oh my gosh, have I missed the giveaway? Have I missed it? No. The competition is running all the way through the week, so you've got all week to apply. All you need to do is go to the video down below that says giveaway in the blue text, and then all the details on how to enter are in there. It is simply just like that video, share that video, and of course you have to be a subscriber to my channel, and then you just have to comment down below what is your favourite Harry Potter film or game, I don't mind, of all time. But if you're not a massive Harry Potter fan but you still want to win a Hagrid, then yeah, just pop down any film or any game and I don't mind. That will still gain you an entry. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this has come out. Of course, I will sign it. I'll give it the Artsy Gamer stamp of approval. And then, yes, on Saturday 13th, I'll whip out one of my hats. I think we may have had all three now, so I might whip out the Simpsons one again because that one is my favourite. I'll pop all the names in a hat who have entered, and then, of course, I will reveal who has won by picking it out. And then, of course, all details on how to get our PS1 Hagrid to you. We will cross that bridge when we get there. It will be either a little message via Discord or TikTok. And then, yeah, we can either share details on address, or if you're not comfortable with that, I can send this over digitally. So, yes, there we go. Wow, as it is still a 300 sub celebration and, of course, tradition. Wow. We always normally is pop down your favorite game of all time. Actually, it's only been the Hagrid that's been filmed, but anyway, nevertheless, we normally do favorite game of all time. And Joel's bagged the I think it was the retro Spyro. That was it, the retro Spyro, the copy actually, because it was like a little mini milestone. But yes, her favorite game of all time was GTA Vice City. Yes, what a game. And of course, like tradition, I would then go and do a complete and boxed experience. But it was happened a little bit in reverse because I was wanting to do David, who won the Crash Bandicoot piece quite a while back now, but I had a bit of an issue getting that game. It was Crash Bandicoot 2 on the PlayStation 1. Had a little bit of an issue getting it, but guys, yes, I have managed to get Crash Bandicoot 2 on the PlayStation 1. And yes, that is exactly what we're going to do today. We are going to do a complete and boxed experience of this bad boy. Oh my God, I can't believe I actually managed to get my hands on that. I'll tell you what a nightmare. But yes, so happy that it's finally in my hands, and then we can do a lovely little review on this channel. So yes, that is what we're going to do today. Let's take a, oh my God, the actual Crash logo was just crash landed on me. No pun intended. Let's have a quick sip of coffee before we begin this, then let's go. All right then, well, You know how it works, guys. We're going to be taking a look at the front. We're going to be taking a look at the back. We're going to be taking a look at this beautiful manual, actually, and of course the disc. And you're going to be getting my thoughts and feelings on the actual game and looking into it as an artist as well. What do I think of it as an artist standpoint? And the same with the disc and manual. So here we go, and boom. Boom, boom. We are greeted with Crash Bandicoot here. And yet he is definitely giving it that eye, isn't he? Wow, wow, wow. I believe this is pretty much the same pose that is here on my little Crash Bandicoot figure here. Look at that. It's gotta be. Surely it's gotta be. And yes, if you didn't know already, I am a massive Crash Bandicoot fan myself. My favourite game of all time is Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex on the PlayStation 2. It was one of my first games that I ever picked up and played. And from that day on, I've just been a massive Bandicoot fan. You know how it works. And yeah, as you can see from my backdrop here, it is pretty much Crash Bandicoot related. Yes, I've got some Sonic and stuff like that. I kind of wanted to do that style because I couldn't really just have Crash, all three Crashes going like, sub and subscribe. I think it was more of, the blue, the red, the yellow just kind of worked. But yeah, if Crash came in loads of different forms, then yeah, maybe I could have done a bit of that. But yeah, I wanted people to know it's not all about Crash, but still, massive Crash fan, as you can see. Yes, so here we go. There he is, just giving it the eye. Now, I think one of the reasons why they have kind of gone with that pose of him kind of like looking back at the gamer is because I had read somewhere, actually, that Crash Bandicoot was always known as the Sonic's ass, or Sonic's ass, like, stupid character or something. Basically, they were taking the mick out of Crash, how you would always see the back of Crash and not the front, because very much kind of up until this era of gaming, it was very much 2D platforming. And of course, Sonic was there, Knuckles, Tails, all with that side-on view, so you could still get a really good look at their face and their body and the really lovely sprites that were used for that. And yes, Crash Bandicoot was kind of one of those earlier games where they started to use 3D animation in platforming, which was very new for the time. But of course, to make that work, Crash was very much just in front of the screen, but it was his ass. It was his butthole that you were looking at.
It was his ass. It was his butthole that you were looking at.
On the back of the character, and some people at the time just didn't think it was going to work, because why would you want to be looking at your character's bumhole all the way through the game?
His bumhole.
All the way through the game. But, well, with the success of Crash, well, they just were whooped those critics' asses, didn't they? No pun intended, because, an absolute staple of the PlayStation now, isn't it? Yes. And I think maybe the reason why they've kind of gone for that pose is because if you are kind of new to Crash Bandicoot and, you want to have a little dabble with some platforming, you've heard some, fairly good stuff from the previous game there and you want to have a go. But yeah, they don't really want maybe Crash's bum straight on the box art. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, they've got him giving you the eye. He's enticing the game. They're kind of, come on, let's go and let's play. So yeah, I really do like how they have done that there. But it also kind of gives you a bit of like a sense of, yeah, he is going to turn around and we are going to go through that game. Whereas, I mean, shall I pull? Yeah, I'll pull out some other ones here. Whereas Crash here is very much forward facing. He's stepping into the game. He's ready to go. Not too sure what's going on. He's stepping into the unknown. I like that. But with this one, you've already played this and you're probably quite familiar that it's going to be his ass that you're going to be looking at. So it's almost like, yeah, come on, and then we're turning into the game, let's go. And I think that works really well and didn't really want to give any assholes away. Does that make sense? I'm making myself laugh now, but yeah, that's I think the vibe that Crash is going for there. Yeah, and I think the developers have done really well to do that. But I like the splash of orange as well. I mean, of course, Crash is orange, so you've got a really nice pop of color there, and again, that draws the gamer in. You're like, yeah, here's Crash, let's go. I love that. And then you can start to explore other things that are going on in the box art, which I really like as well. So yes, look, here we go. We've got N-Head that is making a return there, which is really cool. We've got kind of like a sci-fi, spacey kind of look going around there. That's kind of what I get just looking into it just off the cuff there. But then when you explore further in, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, there's kind of like that tiki mask kind of vibe again, tribal stuff there. That artwork's prevalent in this box, so you know you're going to get a little bit of that. Obviously, very much featured in this game over here. So yeah, you know you're going to get a little bit more of that. It looks like you've got those kind of like portals things, so you're going to have a bit of a hub room before you jump into the level, which I like, and it tells the gamer it's going to probably follow a similar kind of vibe to the first one, which is great. Everyone enjoyed the first one, so they want a little bit more like that for the second, which is awesome. I really do like that. I like the colours as well actually used here. Yes, we've got Crash slap bang in the middle with that pop of orange, but then I do like the subtly blues and greens, and that again I would say kind of like a shaded effect, which I love, because it does really just make all the key features shine out. For example, Crash, then you know you've got N-Head there, and then you've got the lovely beautiful Crash Bandicoot logo 2 there, which again, you're a gamer, you wanting to know, is this the next one? Yeah, it's number 2. Okay, right, I'm going to grab that. Let's go. So yeah, I really do appreciate how they have used kind of like darker, subtle colors to really illuminate what is needed to get that gamer to pick up the game. And I think that works really, really well. Yeah, spot on. Well done, Naughty Dog, again, because this is another Naughty Dog one. I really do like that. Again, as well, just as I've just noticed there, we have got again, I think you're going to be seeing those snowy levels, those fiery levels, those water levels. Again, if you just creep further in, we have got a little bit of snow there, which is nice. It looks like we've got a little bit of like a watery, fuzzy effect there again. And then, yeah, I think that's kind of like where I got the sci-fi element from there, with those kind of like goggles or a space pack, a jetpack. That's kind of what I'm getting at there, which is nice. So again, it tells the gamer, right, okay, there's going to be multiple environments here, very similar to the last game. All right, yeah, that's a bit of me. So yeah, again, really well put together. Well done, Naughty Dog, for really just putting a lot into this front box art there. And it doesn't really allow the gamer to wonder too much, which I like, because there has been quite a few box arts that I've done my complete and boxed experience before. Quite often, as a gamer, you kind of are left wondering a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do like that when it's done well. But also, as a gamer, I'm also a bit like, right, well, I actually do want to kind of actually get an idea of what to expect here straight from the cover art. I don't want to be constantly flipping onto the back there. If it is just a kind of like a quick pop into your game, you just want to have okay, yeah, this looks sick. Okay, this is a bit more Crash, boom, let's go. So yeah, I like how they've done that. Really, really nice. So yeah, well done, Naughty Dog. Really awesome. And then, okay, and we're just going to go through those basic features now. Obviously, it's PlayStation. We've got a big PlayStation logo there. Come on, I mean, I would have liked it a little bit smaller. It's taking up a lot of that box art, isn't it? I mean, they could have, it's missing Crash there. I think it would have been really awesome to have maybe got a little bit more of Crash's legs in the bottom there, to really, like I said at the start, that kind of like him twisting into the action. And I think you would have got a bit more of that vibe if you had seen his legs. I think that would have been pretty badass. So yeah, it is a shame that that PlayStation logo is so big. It's very much featured in these PlayStation 2 boxes as well. They really do give it a big fat logo there, which can disrupt the artwork, which is a shame. I think I've said it before, I do prefer Nintendo Wii logos because it is just a little Wii logo there and then it actually sucks straight up to allow more of the art to shine through. So it is a shame there because it would have been cool to, just kind of get that twist into the action. But nevertheless, there we go. And then we've also got some other little advertisements there with PlayStation and of course Naughty Dog and stuff like that. But there we go, that is the front cover and I really do love it. I really do appreciate that. But again, being a Crash fan, maybe I'm a little bit biased. But yeah, really, really awesome. And of course we're gonna flip it onto the back, guys, and of course we are greeted with some lovely screenshots here. Now I'm very happy with these are really nice and there's quite a few, so yeah, I'm hoping the glare won't disrupt some of these because these are really nice. So not only has the gamer been set to expect some really lovely environments, sci-fi, snow, water, tiki vibes and stuff like that, you're like, right, okay, well, let's just give it a bit of a flip then. And then, yes, absolutely, it gives you a little bit of everything of what has just been seen on the front there. So yeah, that's exactly what you want as a gamer, isn't it? So like I said, right up here, we have kind of got that sci-fi spaceshipy vibe going on there, which I love, really nice. Of course, we have just got some little character models just dotted around each little bit of the screenshots there, which I think work. They're really nice. They could have just left that black there, but you know, you are greeted with some characters that you will see throughout the game, and they're almost just showing you what to expect, which I think is lovely. Oh wow, yeah, so here's that snowy level and it looks like Crash is riding on that little polar bear. How great. So you're going to have characters that are going to be helping you progress through each mission, which is lovely. That's nice. Looks like we have got some either maybe some boss fights there, or anyway, it's 2D platforming there, which is nice. So you're going to be experiencing a mix, a little bit of 2D, a little bit of front facing, a little bit of forward facing, which is lovely. They've displayed that really nicely there, so that's really cool. I love that pink flash of that whatever it is, bird, flamingo, so that's really cool. And then again, there you go, you've got Crash there giving it the eye, and look, they have got his feet there. So unfortunately, that PlayStation logo does actually cut off a lot of the artwork there, which is a real shame because I do love how he is standing there. Like I said, he is kind of enticing that gamer to swirl straight into the game, which is really nice. I think that really, really works. It's so awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. And it's a shame that it is cut off there. But there we go. You have got a full figure there of him doing that, so that's pretty cool. And then yeah, oh wow, here we go. So again, quite a snowy level there with loads of boxes that we've got to try and get and collect as well, I'm sure. Again, the polar bear there, they've used that quite a few times actually, so again, maybe a lot of the gamers really enjoyed getting on different characters to help you progress through the game, so they want to shine that more as well. So yeah, they use that for some of those enticing screenshots, which are really lovely. And yeah, here we go, we've got Crash in is that his snorkel suit, his wetsuit with his snorkel? It could be, but he's forward facing now as well. So again, we've got multiple different areas that you can see Crash from, multiple different viewpoints, which is great. And again, we've got another little boss there, just again showing you what to expect. Look, here you go. So yeah, really well put together. I love how they have been dotted around the box. Yes, you know me, I like a big screenshot. These are a little bit small, but it is only a small box to work with, so they've done really well to pop as many of those in there, and great ones at that, really lovely ones. It just shows different elements, different environments, different ways you can view Crash, which is great. It's not just going to be his bumhole. I don't know how many times I've used that word now, guys.
His bumhole. I don't know how many times I've used that word now, guys.
But it was a thing. It was a thing. People didn't think it was going to work because it was just his Crash's bum facing you. Why would you want to be looking at that for your whole entire gameplay? So yeah, I think they worked around that by popping in a few missions there where you would be looking at Crash directly, maybe sideways on. So yeah, really lovely. And I like how they have used that darker toned effect there again to make all these lovely character models and screenshots shine through, which is lovely. Nothing's lost there, I don't think, which is great. That's exactly what you want from a box, and especially the back. You've taken it off the shelf. Now you want to explore that further. No one's going to be reading the text, I don't think. So you want those lovely, big, bold screenshots to shine through. And I think they've done that wonderfully. So again, well done, Naughty Dog, for pulling this off. Really lovely so far. And again, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but Crash's artwork just absolutely hits. So anything like that, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty badass. But yeah, I really do like that. Really lovely. And of course, yeah, guys, we are going to be giving it the whole artsy game of pop and disc and manual. Yeah, so we're just going to take another sip, guys. 2 seconds. Join me before I was about to say before I lose my words again. I will lose my words again. Nice. All right then, okay, and yes, here we go. So we're gonna take a little bit of a okay, just it's quite a gentle experience with this. It's not so much a pop. Right then, guys. So with these PlayStation 1 games, you did have your cover art there in just like a little slip. It was just like slipped in, so you do have to be careful with this. Now, I got this off Vinted, and I do swear by Vinted. Most sellers are really good, and they put multiple pictures on their page, so you can really kind of go to town with regards to, is that ripped or is that pretty pristine, or was a bit of a scuff there? Oh, no, okay. They put lots of multiple pictures on there to get the person buying to really understand how good the product is, or how bad the product is. So I did take my time to have a look through every single picture of this and really get close into it, because I was zooming in here and there as best as I could, because I have fallen short on that before. When I got my Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on the PlayStation 1, I thought everything was absolutely top notch, but unfortunately it did have a crack. It had a massive, massive crack on the front there. I actually just thought it was a light shine, so I completely missed that. So you do have to really kind of take your time to really kind of nitpick every single picture, but this is what I did, and I tell you what, yeah, it worked this time. Everything is lovely and spotless. Nothing is ripped, teared. Yes, I mean, it's an old game. It's going to be a little bit, a little bit bumpy here and there, but nothing's ripped, nothing's teared, which is great, and that's exactly what I wanted. So, yeah, look, here we go. So, wow, look at this disc, baby. Now, this is how you do a disc art. This is how you do a disc art. I'm sorry, but this is absolutely wonderful. We're going to give it the artsy game of pop so we can take a better look at this. So here we go. Carefully place these down here, because these boxes are quite temperamental. But just look at this. Wow. Now, I love it when box arts don't do a copy and paste from the box to the disc. This is completely, not done that at all. They have gone off the radar here and completely mixed it up, which is awesome. Which is so awesome. We've got Crash, like, stuck to the front of a goddamn rocket. Like, how sick is that? We've got the lovely space sci-fi effect there, which really works. It's like a purpley colour, which I think really works wonders against the orange of Crash there. It just so works. Those colours complement each other so well. And I like it how it's gone kind of like the orange with Crash into that kind of industrial machine there, and then boom, straight into that orange of Flash just there with the rocket launchers, which I think is sick. It's so wonderful. And then, yeah, your eyes are just drawn up to the lovely PlayStation. Oh, sorry, not PlayStation 2. God, Crash Bandicoot 2 logo. God, get my words right. But yeah, how wonderful. And what I do appreciate about PlayStation 1 discs is that they don't really go to town with their logo. They do let the whole disc shine through. And that is just fantastic. You have literally got like an art piece on your disc here. And not only that, it even covers this smaller inner circle as well, which is what you don't often see either. A lot of games, they actually just keep that bit silver. Like, like this whole disc is an art piece in itself. You know, I would happily just present that disc and put it up on display somewhere. That is how wonderful this disc art is, and a lot of these coloured discs from PlayStation 1. So yeah, it is just phenomenal. You know, and oh guys, pristine as well. There's no scuffs, no scratches, no tears. I was about to say, you know, it's absolutely solid. One whole solid color there, and that works so well. And I tell you what, doesn't that entice you to put that in your PlayStation 1? Doesn't it? Yeah, like wow, Crash's face there, just like I'm stuck on a goddamn rocket, like help me, and like boom, like wow, it is so great. And again, it kind of just leaves the gamer like, damn, all right, let's go. So yeah, really great. Well done, Naughty Dog, for doing that, because that is a beautiful disc. But of course, we will give it the Artsy Gamer rotation. And then yeah, wow, we've got a lovely black disc there today. Is it a DVD? Is that how they put it on there? I can't remember now. Is it a DVD? Oh no, it's a compact disc. So yeah, anyway, there we go. So you can just about see the camera there, everyone down there. Yeah, if you are enjoying what you're seeing today and you're just having a good old laugh at me messing up my words and talking about Crash Bandicoot's butthole, then yes, absolutely, definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already, guys. Honestly, it will really help out the channel a ton. But right then, guys, okay, and of course we are going to pop this beautiful disc back into the box here, the case. Very temperamental, these, so you do have to be very careful. I always do feel like I am handling the crown jewels with these boxes. But yeah, okay, and then yeah, here we go. We're going to be taking a look at the manual now. So yeah, come on, guys, let's have another sip of coffee. Come on, join me again, join me. All right, okay, that was quite a big gulp. You probably heard that on the camera. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Here is the lovely front cover of the manual, and it has used the same as the front cover, but that's fine. I'm not fussed with that. When you've done a really great job with the disc, I'm happy with the same cover for the manual. And yeah, unfortunately, this isn't a colored manual. But I do have to say there are some really nice character models in here to look at, and I think some bios as well, which is great. And again, something that I want to add to this channel. I do want to go back to these manuals and read some of the character bios and stories that are in them, because I do think quite often these were missed back in the day. I mean, I'm not saying for everyone, absolutely not. I'm sure there were quite a few people that would take their time to read the manual and get involved with the story and understand a lot of the mechanics of the game and stuff. But I think there probably were quite a few people that would just want to go straight onto the game and toss it away and off you go. And I want to be for those people who, as well, who want to come back to a bit of retro gaming and go, oh yes, I did miss out on that. So yes, come on, Artsy Gamer, show me a lot of the art that were in these manuals, and again, of course, the bios as well, and the information that were given So yeah, so absolutely. So look at this. Here we go. So the whole new adventure. Wow, greeted by Crash there as well, with his arms going like, "Yeah, come on, baby, I'm ready to go." So yeah, that's really awesome there. And again, guys, as well, if we've got any artists in the room that are looking to pick up their pens and pencils over Christmas to get drawing some gaming characters, then yes, please do feel free to stop and pause the screen at any time to take a few screenshots. So yeah, there we go. And we have a lovely PlayStation 1 controller there without any of the analog sticks. That was a really OG controller there. Wow. Okay. And then, wow, okay. So we do have some very small screenshots here. I'm not too sure how well the camera is going to pick that up there, but this is very much just taking through the gamer, the user interface, what to explain, whatever. Whatever. What to expect, I think I was trying to say there. Yeah, really lovely. And we are in that kind of like hub world up there to go into your next level, which is great. So yeah, really nice. But those are quite dark. They are very, very dark. So I'm not too sure how well the camera is going to pick those up there. But nevertheless, you probably do get a bit of an idea of that. Yeah, pause menu and stuff like that. Here we go. Okay, and again, quite small, but we've got a nice one here of N heads, just giving it large. Absolutely. These are the Wumpa fruits there. They could be, yeah, special items and boxes, which are great. Yeah, we need to get those Wumpa fruits in for sure. So yeah, there we go. Nice. Yeah, here we go. We can probably take a good look at the crates there, all the crates that you are likely to see in the game, which is lovely. You got your basic crates there, haven't you? You got your bounce boxes to go a little bit higher, locked boxes, all the green boxes as well. Yeah, don't want to be hitting those. Our neutro crates and checkpoints and stuff like that. So again, I'll just hold that up there for you to see. Yeah, all Crash Bandicoot fans will be very familiar with these boxes, but they are pretty cool, aren't they? In fact, I did an art piece once with Crash, but I did actually incorporate one of the jump boxes, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, he was kind of like the box was there and he was kind of like jumping up actually, so that's pretty awesome. I have used some of those box arts to inspire some of my artwork as well, so you know it might inspire you guys. Okay, so yeah, this is what I was looking at earlier before I came to the camera. This is badass. This is so wonderful. So yeah, here we go. We have actually got some wonderful kind of like information with regards to each character, which I think slaps. And these characters are so lovely, aren't they? They really do give that PlayStation 1 vibe. Absolutely. They are spectacular. And how wonderful are these? These are absolutely beautiful. We've got Crash there. Again, that front view. I think for a lot of this, I don't think they were really showing any of his behind to really get away from that idea that you're just going to be looking at his butthole. I said it again.
You're just going to be looking at his butthole. I said it
again. Because, like I said, there were some negativity around that actually. So they wanted his face to be here, there, and everywhere, all over the box manual disc and stuff like that, to prevent that kind of what would you call it, rumor or stigma behind Crash Bandicoot. So yeah, there we go, and got some of those horrible enemies, bosses that we're likely to encounter. But of course, we've got Coco there as well. Look how great she is. And again, guys, please just feel free to pause the camera at any time to really take all this in. Yeah, lovely. Oh yeah, Ripperoo. Yeah, that's annoying. I hate Ripper. But yeah, look how wonderful this is. I don't even imagine if this was in color. I mean, wow, that would have been beautiful, wouldn't it? But yeah, there we go. N-head kind of giving it the big eye there. Love that. I don't know why Coco's just kind of like standing like that. She looks a bit shocked, but anyway. So yeah, there we go. Lovely. And of course, oh yeah, we've got a few more. Wow, yes, yeah, Tiny. Look at Tiny there. Gosh, he looks like he's actually died already. We already defeated him there or something. He looks in agony. Wow, that's lovely. Yeah. Oh, look at that. They are so great. How wonderful. How wonderful is this, guys? Just really, really lovely, isn't it? And then some helpful hints. Okay, yeah. So these are just some smaller enemy types that you are likely to see that might cause a little bit of havoc as you are trying to complete each mission there. So yeah, just watch out for those characters because they could be hindering your chances of getting every Wumpa fruit or whatever. So lovely. And again, please just feel free to pause the camera and screenshot. And, oh, that's a shame. We have come to the end there. Yeah, only a small little manual there, but nevertheless, how wonderful and how spectacular. And of course, they could probably just pop some notes down if you wanted to. Or, guys, you might want to draw something. Well, maybe at the time. You want to keep these nice and pristine now, don't you? But yeah, there we go. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, how wonderful. And yeah, on the back there, we have got your memory card, yes. Because if you are looking to play some of these older PlayStation 1 games on your PlayStation 2, for example, then yes, you must get a PlayStation 1 memory card, a dedicated one. I found that out. So yes, but you can pick them up relatively cheaply, actually. I think I got mine for £8. It's not too expensive for a PlayStation 1 memory card. And you just plug it in and it works really well. Yeah. So yes, guys. So there we have it. That is Crash Bandicoot 2 on the PlayStation 1. And that was David's favourite game of all time when he won the Crash Bandicoot drawing. I think it was when we reached... Was it 200? No, it must have been a 50 mark because it was a copy. Maybe it was 150. Gosh, I can't remember now. It's been quite a while. But yeah, there we go. Now, just a quick one, actually, guys. Where did I put my... Yes, here we go. Now, I thought I got a bit of a steal when I got this Crash Bandicoot. And I picked this one up when I was just testing the water with... testing the water. Sorry, I can't get my words out.
Just testing the water with testing the water. Sorry, I can't get my words out.
Because I need a sip of coffee. It's been a while. Hang on, let's just take a sip. Join me. You know how it works. Just testing the waters with game collecting. And I picked this up, just thinking, right, cool, Crash Bandicoot. PlayStation 1, let's go. And I didn't actually think or notice or even realise that this was a Platinums edition, guys. This was a Platinums edition, and this is very, very subtle. It only is subtly wrote down here, shall I say, in the small print, that this is a Platinum edition there. And if you're not savvy with those kind of Platinum vibes that were going along in the PlayStation 1 era, then yeah, that could easily get missed. And it did for me. It really did for me. Considering when PlayStation 1 had that kind of like grey, silvery aesthetic, I just thought that was just the general PlayStation 1 logo because I was very new to gaming collecting. And then, of course, on this channel, guys, I did the whole complete and boxed experience. And I did. I thought I got a real lovely piece here. And I have. Don't get me wrong. I have. I'm very happy with this. But I was kind of actually quite annoyed at the fact that, yeah, it was just like a silver disc and that was that. And I was like, oh, well, it's PlayStation 1, they were kind of getting to grips with the whole thing. I was just kind of giving it the benefit of the doubt that this was platinum. Oh, sorry, not that this was platinum, sorry. That it was brand new, sorry. They were just trying to find their feet. That's what I'm getting at. And they probably didn't really know how to pull off a nice disc art effectively. That's what I'm trying to say. And it wasn't actually until I was like looking to pick up stuff like this and realizing that, oh, lots of Platinum editions actually just have a boring silver disc art. And I was like, damn, I wonder if my Crash Bandicoot 1 is a Platinum. Is that why it's all silver? Because I had seen quite a few like discs, like, you know, Crash Bandicoot 2 here. If I can get it out again, blimey, I can't now, guys. Come on. Oh my god. I had seen quite a few PlayStation 1 discs with some beautiful artwork. And I was like, hang on a minute. Hang on. And yeah, I literally just 2 seconds and I saw, oh my god, it's got platinum written all over it. And I was like, no. So yeah, I mean, teaches me first to actually properly look at the product potentially before I do a complete unboxed experience and all that. But also I just wanted to point out there to new gaming collectors as well. Yeah, that is a thing. Platinum editions were going on right into PlayStation 1 era as well. And unfortunately, they didn't have really lovely disc art. It was just a silver disc that was used. So I do want to let you know that, guys. I know there are a few members of the channel now that are looking to get back into their retro gaming and they are looking to do lovely complete unboxed experiences and stuff like that. And they want that lovely colourful discs and stuff. So yeah, just be mindful that if you are looking for a, you know, a proper PlayStation 1 game that hasn't got any like platinum stuff or a horrible silver disc, then yes, boom, you must be looking for a black PlayStation logo. Please do, because you may fall into the trap that I did and get a platinum, and you could be sat there thinking, oh, look at this. This is amazing. And actually, it's a platinum. And don't get me wrong, I have said on this channel before, I don't mind a platinum edition. But what I'm saying is, if I'm to get one platinum, then I feel as if I would need to get all the platinums in the series to make a nice kind of silver collection, if that makes sense. And that would work. That I get that. But at the moment, I think I've come to the realization where I think I want to get all the nice boxes first. No platinums, no nothing like that. There, and then if I want to start maybe get those platinum editions with a silver box around the artwork, then yeah, I might do in the future. So then I've got a nice kind of like platinum section as well, which is cool. Because at the end of the day, I think it would actually really slap if you had that lovely silver PlayStation 2 along with like a collection of those silver platinums. I think that would actually really dig. So there's pros and cons to those platinums anyway. But yeah, I just thought I would share that with you. Right, wow. Guys, we still need to open that advent calendar. So yes, I'm just going to go and get it now. It's over there actually, so I'm not going to cut the camera. You can look at my beautiful backdrop. 2 seconds. Beauty of my mic that is attached to me. You can follow me. And yes, here we go. So we have our Harry Potter advent calendar, and I believe we are on door number 8 today. Oh my gosh, we are cracking through, guys. So here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Oh, I see a little bit of orange in here. Ooh, could this be a Weasley? Let's see. Righty-ho. Here we go. Let's do a grand reveal. And... oh, okay. Now. David. Is this one of the Weasley twins? Would you say that's one of the Weasley twins, Fred or George? I'm thinking so. But the hair does look a little bit too long. You tell me in the comments below, is this one of the Weasley twins? And if so, is that Fred or George? That's quite a tricky one, I think. Right, then. Oh, I mean, to be fair, it could be Ron. Oh my god, I think it might be Ron. Damn it, I think it might be Ron because he's wearing that ruffled neck. Oh god, guys. Well, I ain't cutting that out. Let me know in the comments down below. Is this even Ron? Anyway, guys, there we go. I'm going to pop that back behind door number 8, ready for our TikTok live later. So, yeah, there we go, in door number 8, and we will close that there. Oh, my God. Right then, guys. Wow. So thank you so much to all those that have entered my competition so far. to potentially bag a PlayStation 1 Hagrid, and of course I will sign this bad boy. So yeah, I'm very happy with how that has come out. I mean, I might go, you know, as I'm an artist, you can always see little bits and bobs that you might do a little bit extra to. So I might, if I've got a little bit time, just to make it really pop. But nevertheless, I'm really happy with that PlayStation 1 Hagrid there. So yeah, and again, full details on how to enter that is in one of my videos down below that says giveaway in the blue text down the bottom. So all details on there if you want to go and enter that. And again, can I just say a massive thank you to David for entering that competition quite a while ago now to win the Crash Bandicoot, and of course his idea to do a complete and boxed experience of Crash Bandicoot 2, as that was his favourite game of all time. Right then, guys, well, that is me. That is the Artsy Gamer. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll pop a comment of the day at the end of this video. Can't quite remember who commented. Over and out.